Oppo. You are saying Kyrgyz and Kazakh Apa. And we are saying
Turks say Aba.
We are saying here he is Shahrukh.
Shahrukh.
Yes, Shahrukh. ये कजाकिस्तान से हैं शाहरुख ये लोग पहले भी आए थे पिछले फरवरी में तो and we are saying here in India Apa. Normal Apa. Apa Baji also but normally Apa.
But Apa are used by Muslims.
Yes, Apa.
Yeah, by Muslims,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Hindu. Hindu
No,
not.
they are not. तुम लोग लिए तुम लोग ले लो ना
You know
आते
that
शाहरुख पे देंगे
in some of Kazakh dialects, Apa is also used for mother. Mother is also Apa.
okay so,
Mother and sometimes grandmother.
A grandmother in Tatar, Abi is mother.
B. So anyway, we are just discussing about the Jadidism and Jadidism it was started by the Kazan scholar. It's okay, tea is okay. Kazan scholars like Shahabuddin Marjani, Abdul Nasir Kursawi and others. And at the same time, you can see the whole of the world, especially for the Muslim country, you will see they have all the countries, they declined basically. In India, 1857, this revolt, it took place. And all the schools, missionary, it was demolished by the British India. Because there was the one Lord Macaulay. He's in first round table conference in London around 1835 or 36. He proposed, but when you finish the education system in India, which is running, then we can rule there. If it will not finish, we cannot rule the Indians. Then, because he was looking, this is looking like a madrasa, looking like this, but these products of this school, this madrasa, they are looking irrigation system, they are looking agriculture system, they are looking defense system, they are looking all the kinds of, including jurisprudence also. So this is then that's why they have finished all the schools like this. Have you heard might be the Shah Waliullah Dehlavi? He was a great scholar and who has given the theory about the equality in the society, because society that time it was in a very you can say in a very upset mood, because if poor they are becoming poor, rich they are becoming rich. That's he was talking about the equality. If you can analyze this thing, the more than 100 years before the Karl Marx, what he has given the theory of the equality.
No, but like, do you think that Muslim philosophy has more notion of equality?
Yes, that's why he has given Shah Waliullah. But in practice, we can say we couldn't follow. This is the whole of the even Central Asia. You can see the medieval period Central Asian scholars what they have created the history throughout the world. That is very imagine. Like Ibn Sina, still today he is known as the father of medicine, which is written Ash-Shifa al-Qanun, which was prescribed in the European Medical Science University. It was in Arabic language, and the students from that country they were reading this in Arabic language. Musa al-Khwarizmi, he was the father of algebra. If you can see today, all the gadget which is based computer and all these things, it is based on algorithm. And he was the father of algebra. He has written Al-Jabr wal Khabar. His book is there, and he belongs to the Khwarizm. As you know, it's Al-Farabi. Al-Farabi, he was the philosopher, as well as he was a musician, as well as he was the mathematician, astronomer. Once I am telling you, Al-Farabi, during the time of the Iranian king, I forget the name, he was just moving towards, and he has a beautiful music instrument with him, and he was just looking not well dressed, something like that. Somebody told, who is this man? Oh, call him. And he basically, the king insulted him. Then he has just started his tune, musical tune. So everybody, including the court members and everybody, they were laughing. Just he changed his tune. Everybody, they were weeping. And then after that, he has changed his tune and everybody, they slept. And then after that, he went from his court. And he has written one thing, note, because you didn't respect myself, and that's why you have seen my dress, other things, but you didn't respect my quality, my ability, and now I am leaving your area, your place. And then he went. When then everybody awoke after some time, then he said, who was this man? Then he saw this note. It was written, I am Al-Farabi, because his name is long. Abu Rehan. What is the Abu Rehan Al-Farabi? Abu Nasir Al-Farabi, long name. Then he's saying to all his court members, you go and then search everywhere. But he moved somewhere else. So that is just, you can see he was how he was talented, and at the same time he was a philosopher. You can say that without Al-Farabi, no one can understand Aristotle. He was known as a second teacher. So that is the things. Every scholar you will find they belongs to that region, including the people now they are knowing about the religious perspective. Because in Islam came in that region in 712 by Qutayba ibn Muslim. At the same time, other places also. And even this Kazakh and Kyrgyz, they accepted Islam very later on. Yes, that's true.
9th century.
Yes. And Islam came from that side, even that region in Caucasia, from the Darband area. They entered from that side. And the Arabs who came...
And by Darband area you mean?
Darband nowadays
is Iran?
In Caucasia, in Dagestan. There is a place. Now you can see... Derbent. Dar means door. Band means close.
Yes,
This is the meaning.
Right.
Close the door. Close that means nobody can enter from that side. So but the Arabs who entered from that side, and they came here in Marv. And Marv was the capital of the Arabs, which is nowadays it is in the part of Turkmenistan, which is known as Mari, not Marv, Mari. So this is you can see all kinds of things it is there, and the people those who work like in Islam there is a Quran is a base, authentic book, and then after Quran Hadith is the more important, and there is a 6 books which is known as Sahai Sitta. Sahai means 6, Sitta means 6, Sahai means books. So 6 books are very authentic book since more than 1,000 years. Today it's relevant also, and except 5 authors they belong to the Central Asia. For example, Imam Bukhari, Imam Tirmizi, Imam Nasai, and 2 others also. They belongs to that region. See, today we are looking at the Central Asia means the 5 countries: Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Turkmenistan. But long before, it was not like that. It was the land of the Khorasan, or whatever you can say, Mawara-un-Nahar, or what you can say. But during the time of the Stalin, on the basis of the linguistic and ethnic aspect, he has created this boundary line on the basis of ethnic and linguistic aspect. This region is belong to Kazakh, this belong to his region to Uzbek and Taj. See, problem is that, for example, I am sharing with you, if you can say the Rudiki, he was the founder of the modern Persian language in 10th century. Now the Tajik are saying, no, Rudiki is from our side. Some others are saying, no, Rudiki. Well, I know, he is from that region, from Central Asia. For example, Farabi is clear cut. Farabi is nowadays in Kazakhstan. There is no issue related to Farab. But even you can talk about the Ibn Sina. Uzbeks are saying no, this is from our place.
Tajiks will kill you for this.
No. See, there's a so why it happened. Akbota, just as a scholar, you can think the Temur's mother, she was Tajik. It means that time there's no as such demarcation. If Tajik, Uzbek, no. Even if you can travel today, Samarkand and Bukhara, then most of the people, they can understand Persian, Farsi. Although Farsi is not the language of Uzbekistan, it is the language of Tajikistan. But they can understand because there is a natural connectivity.
Well, Professor, I feel that Uzbek language
Yeah.
has probably up to 70% of Persian lexics. They use our grammar, Turk grammar, but the lexics is Persian. Where we use old Turkic words, they use Farsi. Sometimes they replace with Arabic. Like we say kulumsriu, to smile. This is Turkic. But Uzbeks will say tabassum.
Tabassum. It means this is from the Persian, close to Persian.
Yes.
So we can understand why. We can understand some languages from Turkish, from Persian, from Arabic, because Urdu language is the amalgamation of the so many languages.
Yes.
Turkish, Persian, Arabic also. So we can, for example, you can see, this divar. Understand divar?
Yeah.
Wall, chadar, chai. So many things. It is very daily common uses in our life, day-to-day life.
Perde.
Birthday, samsa, but something they are different. Samosa, we are saying samosa.
Yes.
So, yes. So that's, you can see this muhaddis. You are saying muhaddis from that place. And even today, throughout the Muslim institutions and Muslim world, now they are also running the great Islamic missionaries like here, Deoband, Narwa, and everywhere. They are teaching this Bukhari Sharif, Tirmidhi Sharif, all these books are there. So all the scholars, they belong to that region. Even Ulugh Beg, he was an astronomer, and several Al-Farghani, that region. And now, what happened after some time? There was the declination of the regime, or what you can say, the who became the power, and they didn't focus on the educational aspect. Now the people of that region, they were looking no education as such. Now they are mugging up like some Quranic verses, but that is their final. Jadidist, their argument was, no, just you can introduce the modern science. At the same time, if you see, I have written on one article on this aspect, Jadid movement and Aligarh movement, which was started by Sir Sayyid here in Aligarh. This was Sir Sayyid also, he talked about the modern educational aspect. Aligarh is very close to this place, and if you want to go there, I will arrange.
For sure.
You can see the Aligarh University also, and that is a very good university. 130 kilometers from here, not too much, 2 hours, 2.5 hours from here by car. So I will arrange. It's a big university now, like Jamia, JNU, Central University, sponsored by government. So this was the whole, that time, Turkey, Khilafat Osmania, it was also almost going on. So there was no, especially, you can say, the educational reform program before that. Might you can see some printing press was, they have some connections. For example, in India, Kazan, Iran, Tehran, Misr, and Istanbul. they had interconnection among them, which publication they have exchanged with each other countries. That is the main. If you go to the Kazan, I have found several books. It was published from India that time. So anyway, this was the and then later on you can see this movement. It was spread into the Central Asian Society also. For example, Abdul Rauf Fitrat, Ahmad Makhdoom, Danish, Abdullah Aulani, and in Kazakhstan also, what is the name of Abay Kunayev? Kunanbayev. All of them, they were very close to this movement, and they were propagating the education reform program for their own children, and all of them, they were very active. And yes.
And Professor, you were mentioning about Kunanbayev, but I was like thinking beauty of the philosophers, of the thinkers of that time, that in fact they indeed spoke the language which was understood by everyone in this region. By this region, I mean Central Asia of today, West Asia of today, and South Asia of today. Or let us say Muslim civilization of South Asia. And if you will listen to Abay as he was speaking at that time, you would understand, because lexics is understood by you. It is amazing. And one more thing, which is also so important to remember, is that before Russians started to change our alphabets, we were not only writing one alphabet, our language was one, and we were just using dialects. So it doesn't matter. The book was written in Kazan, in Tashkent, in Istanbul. It was understood by everyone, because it was one language, just slightly different dialects. You just put this the vowels are Aleph, Waw, and Ya. That's it.
Yes.
And you just put, and the consonants are also the same. You just read as you're easy for you to pronounce it. And what Russians did first, they changed our alphabet into Latin. Then they gave us, all of us, different Cyrillic alphabet. Even this letter K we were discussing. In Kazakh is written with with a tail down. For Kyrgyz, nothing is written. So they just have to understand it as K. For Uzbek, something on the upper part. For Bashkurts, again on the upper part. And then within 70 years, we just almost forgot that we are one. We are not different.
Yes, no, I can understand, because because I have seen in 2008 several manuscripts. It was written in Chagatai language, and it was lying in the hall in what is the name, Ufa. Bashkortostan. I have seen.
Ufa.
And then it was not I am mentioning. I read somewhere from the German writer. He has mentioned this thing. Then I have seen my own eyes here.
Right.
And then and not only the Kazakh, Uzbek, Kyrgyz, Tajik, Bashkir, Tatar, even the Mongolian language, it was from right to left.
Yes, of course.
From right to left, I have seen, and I had some manuscripts also, but it was the program of the Stalin.
It was programmed, and also this, when you mentioned Mongolian language. Well, they used to say Genghis Khan has no heritage for Turks, he was Mongol, Khalkha Mongol, but he wasn't a Khalkha Mongol. Mongolians will like it or not. His mother was from Kongrad, Ungrat tribe.
All right.
Yeah. It is a Turkic tribe. His father was Borjigin, another Turkic tribe. How he can be something else? And then his son Chagatai, as you mentioned, when he was seated on the throne, he said, now on, the Resmi language, the language of the throne, will be my mother's language. and then it was called as Chagatai, but Chagatai language we know is close to Kazakh, to Uzbek, to Tatar. It is basically Kipchak, Turkic language. But again, Turkologists now say that again this division into Kipchak and Oghuz Turkic language is not just. There is practically no division for this. So 20th century had an ugly politics towards us,
Yes.
towards our civilization. My friend Mandana Tishiyar, she's from Alame Tabatabai University.
Which university?
Alame Tabatabai,
Oh, Iran.
Iranian University.
What is the name?
Mandana Tishiyar. I will put you in touch.
I met last year. She
Yes.
came here.
Yes. We are like very close friends.
But you can give her number.
Yeah.
Contact with her.
So Mandy came with the wonderful concept of Nowruz civilization. They said, well, once we will be dividing ourselves to Iran Zamin, Turan Zamin, Hindustan, this is not just as well because civilizationally we are one. We should not exclude East Turkestan as well.
What?
We shouldn't exclude Iran and Turkey as well. This is one great civilization, and let us call us Nowruz civilization. Beautiful. So I think like you will have many things to share with her.
Yes, sure. Why not? So that's the Stalin's, because according to his Syllionaire program, one language, one culture, and he has started to just change the language in 1927
Yes.
from local language into Latin language, and then finally he adopted the Cyrillic language in 1937, almost 10 years, and then after that it was the compulsory for everybody, all the nations.
And also they said that you were illiterate.
Yes.
Remember that program, liquidation of illiteracy.
Yes.
We were all literate. We were just reading another script.
And because there are so many film also on that I have seen.
My great grandmother, she was fluent in Arabic, Farsi, and Tatar in Russian, but she was illiterate. And she went to madrasa, same madrasa that Abay Khonambayev went in
Yeah.
Simi. But no, she is illiterate.
See, this was the problem. It was everywhere, Abuda.
Yes.
That's why you can see people say who was the father of Chingiz Atmatov. But why Chingiz Atmatov changed his all the writing and everything? Because she has seen his father, how his father was killed. What happened with Abdul Rauf Fitrat? And what happened with the other scholars who belongs to that region, who supported the Red Army, supported the Lenin's ideology, Lenin's forces.
Yes.
But all during the Stalin purge and around 1936, 30s, where they have disappeared, no idea.
No idea, yeah.
I am giving you two names. Those who left that country, like one was Zaki Walidi Togan. Zaki Walidi Togan, he was from Togan, and Togan is a village. It's close to Kazakhstan,
In
but it is
Tatarstan.
part of the Bashkortostan. When the border, you can see that side. The Togan is a village, and I visited Zaki Walidi Togan's house also. It was in village in that time, and everything was there. But he left his country. But finally, Turkey accepted him, and then now his daughter, she is expert on Central Asia. Some Togan name is there. The name I am mentioning you, that was Zaki Walidi Togan, and another name. Musa Janullah Begiv. Have you heard the name?
No.
Musa Janullah Begiv, he was born in Rostov-on-Don, Rostov-on-Don in Russia. But during the Stalin times, he was because of his threat of the life. He moved somewhere, like he went to Japan also, but he was refused to give shelter. Then he came to Peshawar, Pakistan, and he was arrested there by the help of British Army. But on the request of Bhopal was a state, Muslim state, and the Queen of Bhopal, because Bhopal is a state which is run by the women. It is a very important historical aspect in India. This was the main ruler was the women in Bhopal. It's very close to here also, Bhopal. So that is the on the request of Queen of Bhopal, he came here and he was house arrest basically in Shish Mahal. House arrest means he cannot move anywhere, and he was a great scholar, Musa Jarullah Begim. Even he has written one book here like Kitabus Sunnah when he was here in India, and his name is not from this same name. His name is like Fatima Bibi or like this, different name. When Jamia, this university it was established in 1920. On the Silver Jubilee in 1946, on the request of Dr. Zakir Hussain, who became the president of India also, he was the rector of that time for this university. Masud Jarullah Begim, just to send some main point of the education curriculum, and he has sent a very good pieces about the educational curriculum in this university also. Around 50 pages he has written. It was in Arabic and it was translated into Urdu language that time also. So these two names I am mentioning, maybe there are several names are there. I am not aware about
so
that.
Many.
We are not aware because in almost 50-60 years it was banned.